Hi friends, it's me. It's Hannah. This is my face if you haven't seen it in a while. So, January has already proven to be quite the roller coaster of events, and so I know a lot of you have been walking with me and my family through this part of our journey, and y'all, there is something about seeing the body be the body and then experiencing it. So I can definitely say for me, I have gotten to experience the body being the body. Just like when an infection or something comes into your body, you'll see all these white blood cells, all these things just jump into action to fight and defend the body. Before I jump into a more personal update, I wanted to give you an update just on the farm and the mission work that I am doing. So the farm is going really well, Eden Gardens. The fish are doing great. The plants are amazing. We continue to get these crazy awesome reviews just from people that come to visit the farm. You know, we'll say like, hey, you can try anything. It's never been sprayed with any chemicals. Like, you eat it right here. And so people try it. We're harvesting some lettuces for people, and they're like, this tastes so good. I know some of you are already familiar with what has been going on, and I just was realizing, man, there's so many people that I know love and care about me that don't know. And so again, the reason for doing this video. So bear with me. Some of the things I'm going to be talking about are very painful. And so if I cry, just, yeah, you could say, here's the tissue. 2019, my dad, who's my stepdad, but he's been dad to me since I was 11 when him and my mom got married. So this last year, his health really started declining, and he was, after all the tests, everything else was ruled out, it was determined that he has ALS. ALS is a terminal disease. There is not a cure for it. There are only treatments to improve quality of life. And so he has lost a lot physically with his upper body, with swallowing, breathing has become difficult. He can't cough. It's been very, very hard on him, on all of us. So when I did get to go home for Christmas and be with my family, celebrate Christmas in Missouri, and it was great, but it was really hard seeing our dad struggle the way he was. So when I came back to Jacksonville, I was still grieving over the physical loss that he's experiencing and how that's affecting our family and my nieces and nephews, my mom. So I was home about a week when I got a phone call letting me know that our biological father had passed away. Some of you know I was able to reunite with our biological father 5 years ago because of GoToNations, the missions agency that I am part of. In my final interviews to become a full-time missionary, they actually challenged me on that relationship, wanting to know. They asked me, what do you know about him? Is he dead? Is he alive? And I said, I don't know. All I knew was a name. And so they actually told me, Hannah, you need to find out, because you don't know how that's going to affect you, if he is still alive or if he's passed. And then furthermore, your perception of God comes through that man in obedience, not just to GoToNations, but to something I truly felt like God was leading me in. I shaking and trembling Googled his name. So I was actually able to find our biological father by Google. That's just really funny to me. I found him. I was able to talk to him. I was able to hear his voice. I know what he sounds like. After I got off the phone on January 12th with Kinch family members, I took the time to deliver the news to my siblings about what had happened, and it was very difficult processing the death of a biological father while dealing with the decline of a stepfather. I was able to go home, fly back home actually on my birthday on the 16th. The graveside service was on the 17th. He was a veteran. So he was a veteran. And so it was a veteran ceremony with full honors. I have his flag. And we had a memorial service at his home church the next morning. He was a believer, and he really loved God. It was at the graveside service that we met our Kinch family for the first time. They knew us when we were really little, but we didn't remember them or know them, and so we met some of them for the first time, and then more of them on Saturday at the memorial service, and they actually were the ones who brought us to his apartment, and it just walked with us through that whole process of dealing with his death and saying goodbye. I flew back to Jacksonville, Florida. I was planned to have a day to just kind of process all the emotion, all the new family that I now have. Got back, I don't know, like around 1:30 in the morning, and then that afternoon, our stepdad was in a very bad car accident. Both cars were totaled. No one was killed, which we're so thankful for. But he was life-flighted to Kansas City Research Hospital, and it was so bizarre because I was like literally just in Kansas City boarding a flight, just like not even 24 hours difference. So it was very bizarre. Anyway, he had 2 broken ribs and a broken hip, and they had to do surgery on his hip. So our stepdad is recovering. He's doing well, recovering from the surgery, recovering from the accident. However, the ALS is still taking its toll on him. We are praying and asking for a miracle for him, because we don't want to say goodbye to him. Man, this is some crazy stuff that's been going on, just dealing with fathers. So God has been in it, and he's been very near to me, to my family. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do some editing on this so you don't have to see me blowing my nose, because that's not the greatest sight. I'm going to be brave, and I am going to share this very vulnerable video with you, and I will end with this. I love you. I appreciate you. I am so thankful for all the people that God puts in my life, and how just amazing the people are. So thank you for being wonderful, and blessings.